Hey guys, I'm Hacker Madness. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Um, so wait, all right. In the upcoming, this is another advanced redstone tutorial, and in the upcoming two tutorials, I'm gonna be teaching you two things that are actually gonna work together. I'm gonna make a program counter if you're making a CPU, and we're gonna make some ROM, which is read-only memory. So basically, um, the program counter that I'm gonna be building um, today is, well, it uses pistons pretty much like every other program counter that you can find. Um, if you're like me and you really try to avoid using pistons, well, um, you're just gonna. I mean, I really recommend though that you use pistons with a program counter, because otherwise it's just gonna be like really huge and take up a lot of space. So yeah, a program counter basically, um, when you have a CPU, the CPU is basically two things. A CPU needs to have an ALU, um, which does all the calculations, and it needs to have a program counter, and the program counter runs the programs. All the program counters does is to like count up so that it can like select, it can go to the first line of memory, and the memory will be read um into the CPU, and it will be decoded and it will be executed, and then the program counter gets another clock signal and it goes to the next address line of memory. I'm assuming that most of you probably already know this in since you're like in this video, like watching this video. All right, so let's just start. So we're gonna make a 4-bit counter right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take a block and do it like this. All right, this is not my design, by the way. All right, now you're gonna do this and this. If you want to make an 8-bit counter, just make 8 of those. Alright, and now what you're gonna do, you're gonna put redstone, like in a little circle there, like this. Oops. There. And, okay. Now to connect these together, you wanna do redstone, repeater, redstone. If you have more, then it would just be, it's like redstone, repeater, redstone, repeater, redstone, repeater, you get the idea. So, alright. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Right. Next, we're gonna do 1, 2, then block. And it needs to be like a little thing like this. And you need to count 1, 2, and another one. 1, 2, another one. 1, 2, another. Yeah, that's it. Alright. And now you need to place a torch under there. And a torch on the, well, this is actually the front of the counter. So it looks like this. This is gonna be your memory. Next thing, you need to place a redstone repeater, redstone repeater. Just pretty much just place repeaters like these for every one of those, and then just connect it with redstone. Oops. All right. Okay. And the second repeater needs to be set on 2 ticks. And I'll just do this. There. Now I'm just gonna place lines up here. Okay. Next thing we need to do is we need to place 3 blocks like this. Okay. Now it's gonna be redstone, repeater, redstone. Oh, just repeaters like these, and redstone, and redstone. And these repeaters need to be set on 3 ticks to match these, because this is 1 tick and this is 2 ticks. So this is really important, otherwise the counter is just gonna, you know, mess up. Right. That's basically it. You basically have a device now that's able to count. No, wait, actually, there's one more thing. The pistons. I need to place them over here and make a block. There, now you're done. The clock signal, which will be inputted right here. It needs to be like a really short pulse though. Like this. 1. 0, 0, 0, 1. And then the next one. And that's going to be 1, 0. And 1, 1. 1, 0, 0. And so forth. So if you just leave it on, I believe it's just gonna kind of, you know, do this. So you probably shouldn't. I'm gonna show you how to solve this in a minute. Well, actually, pretty soon. Okay, so now we're gonna make the reset. So basically, you just need to place repeaters leading to every one of these. And you need to connect everything with redstone. And this needs to go into a monostable circuit so that it will only give it like a short pulse. Monostable circuit looks something like this. I think that's it. So the output is here. So it's just gonna be like this. No, actually, yeah, repeaters. From I do not remember this well. The repeaters need to be from here, I think, if I'm right. Let's see. Yeah, that works. As you can see, it's just 1 short pulse, and then it just stops. Pulse is 4 ticks, by the way. And yeah, so that's the reset. The outputs need to come from here. Oh. These are gonna be your outputs, and they are gonna be like, so that they're non-inverted, like, you know, like this. These are gonna be your outputs. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's basically it. But the next thing we want to do is gonna be branching. Okay, so branching, basically is just a simple circuit that writes to your memory cells. So for branching, basically you want to make an AND gate at first. Actually, it's gonna be, yeah. Or is it a NAND gate? I think it is. Yeah, it's an AND gate actually. And that this is gonna be, wait. No, it's an AND gate. This is gonna be your clock over here. I'm just gonna show you how to make a clock right now. Just kind of like this. I'm just gonna make a clock right now. Just how's this? 4 ticks, maybe. All right, that's a clock. I'm just gonna turn it off for now. And connect it straight into here. This is your clock. Why do I not remember this? Okay, I'm just gonna come back in a little moment. I'm just gonna figure this out. Right. Alright, I got it all figured out. So, I don't know what the hell I was doing making an AND gate over here. Because the AND gate is basically going to control the reset. Because it needs to reset before it's able to branch. Because it basically, it reads to, it writes to the memory. And if it's trying to write a 0, but the memory is already 1, it can't write the 0. So everything needs to be zeroed first. So it just resets. So this is gonna be a clock input, which also connects into the actual clock signal of this. Alright. So I'm just gonna kind of do it like this. I'm just gonna disconnect this for now. And then I think that should actually do it. Right. Oh shit. Alright, alright, now this is gonna be your branch bit. So if you want to branch, then this is gonna be on. And your inputs are going to be just about, it's gonna be a bunch of NAND gates over here. Like this. Alright, and there, and there. See what I'm doing? It's just 2 over here, 2, 2, 2. So I need to kind of disconnect these. Each one of these is like 1 gate, and your branch inputs are gonna, it's gonna be a line down here that's gonna write to the memory cell. So yeah, and I'm just gonna this. Yeah, this is gonna kind of screw everything up. So you need to the pistons are gonna drop their blocks, so you need to put it back. Okay, and the actual inputs of branching are gonna come in here. So this is gonna be, these are gonna be your inputs. This is what's, this is like, wait a minute. Yeah, actually, it's gonna need to be like this, so that it doesn't like get interrupted by some other wires and shit. Alright, so if you like to like jump, you just put the address in there on these lines, and you enable this bit, and then you're able to branch. So yeah, maybe it's supposed to be like this. I don't know if that works. Let's see. Yeah, it's fine. Right, so it needs to be like this. I'm sorry, I kind of know how to make this, but like I'm not sure. I'm gonna figure this out. All right, and the next one is gonna be over here. This is gonna be the enable bit for branching. So like this. So if this wire isn't on, it's not gonna branch. So it's just a little protection system, I suppose. And you're gonna do this. This is pretty much just a repeater. This is gonna be equivalent to this. And you're gonna take this and put it over here. And now you're pretty much done. That's all, really. You have a branchable thing. So let's say you were trying to write, say, 101. It's not gonna do anything yet because you don't have the branch enable bit. But as soon as you branch, it's gonna write. Oh crap. Well, actually, yeah, I forgot to place repeaters. So you're gonna put repeaters like this, and these are gonna be 2 ticks just to make it equal. Alright, now it should work. There we are. Right, so it's able to branch, and your clock signal is here, your branch bit is here, and these are your branch inputs, and these are the outputs. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. That's pretty much how you make a program counter. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to make ROM, or read-only memory, which is the thing that your program counter is going to connect to. You can also use RAM if you want to. Well, you can actually use whatever you want. Just, I'm going to use ROM, and I really recommend that you use that too. So yeah, please just remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.